Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker is no Christie. The governor of New Jersey has taken a lot of heat this week, rooting for the Cowboys, jumping up and down on national television, even though his voters almost exclusively cheer for the Jets, Giants, or the Eagles. Walker, like Christie, a presidential hopeful for the GOP, says he would never root for any other team besides the home state Green Bay Packers. The Cowboys play the Packers this weekend, as you know, and Christie says he hopes to be there. Christie says he would like to see Walker while he's there. All this seems like a very strange story on the surface, but when you start to look closer, many political analysts are starting to wonder if Christie's party antics in the owner's booth on Sunday night might be the nail in his political coffin. Christie is just barely hanging on to his position in New Jersey, narrowly escaping federal indictment for abusing his power in the George Washington Bridge scandal and corruption in the Hurricane Sandy Relief Fund scandal. Now, new concerns about ethics are out in the open, and the Port Authority wants to know how Christie can justify accepting lavish gifts from Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. Princeton University President Emeritus James Doig says the relationship between a governor and a billionaire is troubling. Doig is an expert on the Port Authority, an agency that gave out a massive contracts to Legends Hospitality nearly 2 years ago, a company partially owned by Jerry Jones' Cowboys. In the press release of the new contract, it specifically says the agreement followed yesterday's call from Governors Cuomo and Christie to endorse the award. And according to the Port Authority, that contract could be worth over $875 million over the next 15 years. The same day, several Democratic political groups filed an official complaint about Christie's ethics. Doig said, quote, even if Christie never went to another Cowboys game, there would still be concern about whether there was an inappropriate influence that he might have in the contract award. He should make it clear to his staff and the public and the Port Authority that he's not involved in any decisions made with regard to that concession. Not only is he gaining a storm of negative attention around the country, Christie's burning bridges with all of his voters in New Jersey at the very same time. While his approval ratings continue to tank in his home state, Christie seems carefree, willing to travel across the country, sign books, and attend parties with extremely wealthy business owners. By now, many residents in New Jersey are starting to wonder if he's spending more time on the road than in his home state. The New Jersey job market is stagnant, the budget is on the rocks, and if you listen to New Jersey voters, they feel Christie abandoned them a long time ago. Just this week, Christie traveled to Florida, Massachusetts, and of course Texas. In the next several days, he'll be in South Carolina, Ohio, Maryland, Iowa, and Illinois as well. But if Christie doesn't step up and answer some hard questions about his shady ties to Jerry Jones, his bid for president may just be over before it even officially begins.